Hi, friends. Today we're going to read Interrupting Cow and the Chicken Crossing the Road. All right, so let me start my screen. Moo! It was another bright morning in the cow barn. The herd was enjoying some hay and some cow chat. Interrupting Cow turned to her barn mates. Moo! Knock, knock, she said. Who's there? They asked in their slow way. They never learned. Interrupting Cow, she said. Interrupting Cow, who? They began. Moo! Shouted Interrupting Cow. She fell onto the barn floor in helpless giggles. No one else laughed. Instead, they all backed away from the table and raced out of the barn, kicking up dirt and irritation and leaving their cow food behind. Seeing the cows streaking out of the barn, the horses figured out what had happened. Interrupting Cow, they neighed, and out the horses went too. Sheep, pigs, and goats quickly followed. Interrupting Cow walked slowly away from the barn. Even the ducks had slipped away, swimming off so quickly. They left only a wiggle of foam and bad feelings in their wake. Overhead, a dark shadow flew past, whispering, "Ooh!" Interrupting Cow hardly noticed, and the owl was in a hurry to get back to her nest with food for her babies. Interrupting Cow saw a single goat sitting by the clothesline, chewing on the farmer's long underwear that had been hung out to dry. When he saw Interrupting Cow coming, he galloped away. She walked for a long, long time. Ahead, Interrupting Cow saw an endless gray road, which she had never crossed. She'd always been content to stay at home until now. Now she was just a bit, well, lonely and possibly a little sad. That often leads to adventure. There on the side of the gray road stood an old rooster. Each time he put one toe onto the pavement, a fast truck came by, or a huge bus, or a loud tractor. Each time one passed by, the wind made his feathers fly about as if he were standing in the middle of a big storm. So he stepped back, and then forward, and then back again, and again. Knock, knock, Interrupting Cow called as she walked over to him. The rooster looked her way. Too late for bad jokes, he said, in case that's what you were planning. My joke isn't bad, she said. It always makes me smile. The rooster thought about this for a while. Maybe you've had the wrong audience, or the wrong timing, or moo, Interrupting Cow, her mind spinning. Moo to you, said Rooster. Might as well ask why this old chicken is standing by the side of the road. Go ahead, ask me. Interrupting Cow suspected it might be a joke, but still she asked, why are you standing by the side of the road? Are you chicken? Rooster turned his head and looked at her, then laughed loudly. Of course I'm chicken. In fact, a Rhode Island red. But thanks for worrying about me. I found that cows don't often help out chickens. And the reason I'm standing here is that I very much want to get to the other side. But it's dangerous on the road. Interrupting Cow took a deep breath and shook her head. I didn't mean to butt in, she said. Rooster cocked his head. You've got big enough horns to do the job, he said. Oh, no, Interrupting Cow added quickly. I just meant to interrupt a bit, like moo. Rooster thought a bit. Any joke can get tired, he said. Like cock-a-doodle-doo, she asked. Rooster laughed. See, you just needed new material. It was the first time Interrupting Cow could remember in days, even weeks, that someone other than Owl had been nice to her, or laughed at a joke of hers. Even Owl had flown overhead today without a word of hello. Come with me, Interrupting Cow said. Rooster fluttered up to Interrupting Cow's horn. His flutter was slow. It seemed hard for him to fly. She walked over to where a red light glowed and pushed a button with her horn. The light turned green, and together they crossed the road, all the way to the other side. Just before dark, they crossed back over, two new friends with the same sense of humor, each helping the other find new materials and new ways to get across barriers. Cock-a-doodle-doo, said Interrupting Cow. Tomorrow I will work on finding the right audience, or better timing, or moo, said Rooster. And they fell down in the grass on the other side of the road in helpless giggles till the moon rose and it was time to go back to the barn. They're both very silly, aren't they? So now it's Interrupting Cow and Interrupting Rooster. Well, it looks like they had fun together, and I'm glad they safely crossed the road, didn't they? They pushed the button and waited for the walk signal. That was a really good way to cross the road. I was a little afraid for them. All right. Have a great day, friends. Bye.